Namaste. Before I start, I would like to pay my gratitude, thanks to all the great teachers, not just yogis, the teachers who have changed the life of many. And I would like to thank my master, Swami Vedabharati, and I would like to thank the SkyQuest.com for giving this great opportunity. And I thank you for watching me. Namaste. And I would like to say something about yoga. And here I will be talking more about how yoga can improve your performance and improve your health and fitness. Actually, yoga is a great science. It is not just an exercise, it's a great science, and it's a way of life. You see, yoga is very old, like it has like 5,000 years old history. And yoga has given a great steps in order to improve yourself, okay, in order to live joyfully, in order to live meaningful. And some of them think yoga is religion. Yoga is not religion. Religious people take the methods of yoga in order to improve in their practices, but yoga is not religion at all. And as there are many different minds, there are also many different ways of doing yoga. For example, there are yoga which are for very warrior personalities. Okay, from ancient times, there are like three personalities. Pashubhava means animal instinct. Virabhava means a warrior instinct. Divya means the divine personality. Since ancient times, till now we have and will be having the same. And actually you have them all. You see, all these personalities, there are also different types of yogas for different personalities. For example, some people don't like to do very aggressive, hyperactive exercise. Okay, for that they have yoga too, and something like bhakti, some meditation, and you have another warrior instincts. Okay, warrior personalities. For that also you have yoga, where they do like vinyasa, and where they do like power, all kind of things. Many also think yoga is too difficult. Truly it is not. And also many think, oh, I have so many problems, I cannot do yoga. That is also not true. Actually, if you have problems, it's good you do yoga. So you have different techniques to help improve physically, mentally, and emotionally. So example, with yoga, which I teach, called Kri Yoga. This is a new system, a new age system, because in this system you have yoga classes for different types of people. For example, some people want to be very relaxed and calm. You have that class. Some people want to train the body, tone up, increase their flexibility. Also have a class for that. Some people want to just meditate. Also have. So in this Kri Yoga, you get all the 5 major aspects of health and fitness: physical, mental, sexual, creative, and spiritual. Then you feel so complete. So in this, I teach in such a way they open up themselves, open their body, open their minds. Okay, and I don't put any strict restrictions. I just want to say spontaneous changes in life is greater than resisting. So it is so good, just flow with it. And as you practice regularly, your body becomes more energetic, your mind becomes more clear, okay? And your creativity increases. This all leads to a mindful living, a joyful living. So you can choose any system, any type of yoga that suits you, and you practice. So yoga gives you the greatest methods to relax your mind, so become more creative. And if your body also is so tensed, so painful, you cannot really be happy. Even your smile has no life. To say, many of the problems are mind. I can say 80 to 85% of problems are mind problems. Less is body. If you cannot sleep, it's because of the mind. If you get migraine headaches, it's mind. If you have a constipation problem, it's mind. If you have menstrual disorders, it's mind. If you get cramps and pains, it is mind. So mostly it's mind. When you train your mind, you release all these problems. You feel so well very quick. So with yoga postures, you really release all the tension and stiffness in your body, and you can really feel joyful. Your body is ready for everything. Yeah. So even your emotional blocks will clear. You can think so clearly, so positive, and your body has great energy, vitality, and you will lead a very joyful life. So I recommend you to start with small, just a little, something like a 10 minutes of yoga. This 10 minutes of training will start, expanding your passion. You feel more passionate to do yoga because you feel it more joyful. And see to yourself, like 10 days you give, and you see how your body changes. Okay, you will improve so quickly. Even you have some problems, physical, mental, emotional problems for many years, within a short span you can find your body changes, your mind becomes more clear, your senses become very sharp. All this happens with yoga. Okay. So with yoga you really understand and open to yourself so much, not only to yourself, to the nature, to the people around you. Feel so compassionate. And you see, love. Many people don't really love themselves. Okay, that's true. Example, if you have something somewhere fat, you have excess fat. Every time you look at yourself and you start hurting yourself, you keep saying, I don't look nice, I'm not looking good, I have this fat here, fat here, fat here. And every time you hurt yourself, you don't love yourself. So how do you think somebody love you? You see? So one of the beautiful technique is to love yourself. If you have fats, what do? Kiss the fat, like that. Kiss the fat, goodbye. So loving yourself so important, then only you can love others. You don't love yourself, you cannot. So love yourself fully. Everything you do, love yourself. Love everything you do. Example, you're working, love your work. Many people talk about stress and stress. Truly is because they don't like. Yeah? You see, at certain time your body is tired, so that time you need rest. That's fine. But when you keep talking about stress, stress is actually a word, a deeper meaning is fear. So this stress is because you may not like it. Example, you love somebody. You know that? You won't even remember the time. Time just passes. Okay, suddenly, example, you're with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or your husband, or wife. So you're talking to them with love, and you suddenly look at the watch, it's already runs. Even 3-5 hours runs just like that. It becomes timeless. Okay, so when you love something, you will never feel tired. I travel a lot, I teach a lot, and I love teaching classes and seminars, workshops. I don't feel tired. I don't feel stressed out. Okay, so this is so important. You have to understand loving. Number one, love yourself. Number two, love the work you do. If it is really you don't like it, I recommend you change it. And sometimes you find, okay, maybe you might be thinking right now, say, oh, you can say, but I cannot do right now, I cannot. So what you should do is live and enjoy, and maybe make it that movement as a great learning. Okay, what I can learn in this, because I don't much like it. So you change and start learning. Put the time until you get what you wanted. Then you move into that and start loving it. So that is another beautiful thing you need to do. The another thing is smiling. Many people don't really smile. They smile with this. In yoga, they say it's right from here. You will find a lot of difference when you smile from here. Okay, if you sit down and just think, I want to smile with my heart, energy changes. It's a different smile. It is pulsating everywhere. But if you just smile with the head, it is very artificial. So yoga says smile. And also when you do yoga postures, don't be uptight. I have seen in India also many of the yoga teachers are so serious. I think there is something wrong. Maybe they got some problem, maybe constipation, maybe they are confused, they don't know what they're teaching, maybe they are afraid somebody asks a question, these kind of things. So what you should do is smile. Example, if there is a situation where you cannot answer, it's nicely smile and say, I'm sorry, I cannot answer. That's nice, because you cannot answer everything. Smile right from your heart. Anything. Whenever you do a posture, think, smile. Whenever you work, keep that smile. When you walk, keep that smile. When you travel alone, also keep the face smiling, not like suddenly you're lost. I see many of the people who travel in MTRs and flights, I see, they are only thinking of the destiny. They got to get down. Example, I'm coming to Singapore. So I'm only thinking, oh, it's another 3.5 hours to Singapore. No, I enjoy the 3.5 hours beautifully. Maybe nicely watch a movie, maybe read a nice spiritual book, maybe think of nice creative things and enjoy that moment rather than the destiny. So you live every moment. So whenever you travel alone, also, you're never alone, huh? You're lonely, remember. So remember to always smile. Smile at someone too. Even they don't smile back, that's okay, you lose nothing. So yoga says to live joyfully every moment. So these techniques, you have to use them in your daily life. So smile right from your heart. Don't get suddenly lost. Even you are lost suddenly, because maybe from long times you're giving some mantras, bad mantras. We call negative mantras. Not happy, I'm not happy, I'm not happy, no money, no money, no money, These are all called very negative mantras. Man means mind. Tra means the technique or the method that fills your mind or protects your mind. So what happens is, when you keep chanting these negative things, so it always shows negativity. So it's so beautiful to think always positive. Even the words we use, okay, like the 4-letter words, it's good not to use them. Because, example, I tell you, if you keep on using a word, shit, how do you put your face expression? So what happens, you're giving some wrong information to the brain, and one day you cannot go toilet, or it causes diarrhea, because you're giving a wrong message to the brain. You see, shouldn't use this kind of words, because they are not really healthy for you. Life is always something there. Many people think it is suffering, and maybe many people are only thinking, if I get that one, I'll be happy. If I have this, if I become the director of some company, I'll be happy. If I get this girl, I'll be happy. Get this man, I'll be happy. They're giving always a message saying, in the future I'll be happy, not now. So what happens? This is a wrong thing we are doing. Actually, now we should be happy. These are all necessary. Yes, you need a girlfriend, you need a boyfriend, your husband, a wife, and child, everything. But they're all are needs for you. But for yourself, right now, what you are, you should be happy. Alone or with everybody. Because you're never alone. The nature is always with you. Very simple to get back to our centeredness is breathing. Breathing. every time when you're talking or when you're sitting or when you're working or when you're rushing also, remember, come back to your breathing. From the nose to the navel, from the navel to the nose. You keep that deep breath right into your abdomen. Loosen up your body and breathe. You have a lot of energy. You don't stress yourself. Your heart is functioning very effectively. Okay? Your brain gets more energy, enough oxygen, enough blood. So anytime, even there is a panic situation, remember, breathe deeper. So another thing you need to do is to love the nature, because you are part of the nature. Example, why we all get up in the morning is because the sun comes up. When the sun is coming up, your brain releases a hormone called serotonin. So you wake up with the sun. But many people are doing it opposite. They're sleeping in the morning, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, okay? And they get up so dull, tired, they rush, they push themselves, they grab a coffee to, give some energy. They're actually draining themselves. You see, because you're going in a wrong way. In the night is to sleep. Why everything sleeps except for some bats? They wake up in the night, but not us. For in the night, the melatonin is released. Melatonin is to release, calm down your brain. So what happens is, in the night, we are active. We don't want to sleep. We have so much in the head. And in the mornings, we are trying to sleep, which is the wrong time. So remember to wake up to the sun. Again, you might think, oh no, for my life is so difficult because I have a lot of work, I have so much companies, and trust me, time is in your hand. If you are a master, you can do it. You have to master. Every time we try to excuse ourselves, and what happens? We suffer. I have seen people who sleep 10 hours, 12 hours, yet they get up like so dull, gone, no energy. It's because wrong. You need to improve the quality of sleep, not the quantity. Not the quantity. Many people think like 8 hours, 10 hours. What is the point? 8 hours, 10 hours, you sleep, but you're thinking, you're dreaming. Sleep is very little. If you put a camera when you go to bed, the whole 8 hours, put a camera in your room, and you'll know how much you're really rolling here and there. That is actually your emotions. Even you sleep, your mind is active because you made it active, but then how can you sleep? So in yoga, you have the most beautiful techniques, the relaxation techniques. We call Shanti Yatra, where we lie down on the floor and let loose all the whole body and get into the state of relaxing. The more quality sleep you have, the greater energetic, creative and vibrant you will be. You should learn to relax very much. Anything you want to do, remember to learn to relax. So in yoga, you have a techniques very basic, that is like you lie down on the floor with your back relaxed totally on the floor with your legs apart, and you breathe right here. And as you progress, you have another technique called Yoga Nidra. Yoga means union, Nidra means sleep. This sleep is called a conscious sleep. Your body is totally relaxed. Your mind is at rest, very serene, but your consciousness is awake. That's beautiful. You become so creative with that. So remember, when you go to bed, learn to switch off here, not the lights. Switch off here. Even there is a, what is this called, deadline. Okay, business deadlines. So you still make sure you put that deadline as nothing is deadline. You are alive. The more you are alive, all these deadlines are no deadlines anymore. Okay, there are beautiful lines for your creation, for your growth. Learn to relax. So yoga gives you wonderful techniques to relax fully. And another thing is, meditation is so important. You see, many people say, I cannot meditate. But truly, you can really meditate very well. You have to start with little. Like I said, a sip of yoga every day. Just 2 minutes or maybe 5 minutes, that's all. You can happily sit on a chair like this and can meditate. You see, scientifically proven, those who meditate, they look and feel 15 years younger than their age. That's good news. See, many people look, but they don't feel. You see, you have so much of nowadays, all these outside things, you know, you put some facial, you look young, but inside you're old. You see, because you did not train inside. The inner yoga brings the inner beauty out. All your senses are bright and energetic, clear. So you have to do meditation. Meditation is actually, first we talk not about the spiritual side of it, first about yourself. When you start realizing yourself, your brain, your nervous system, your body, your organs, your cells, everything jumps with joy, okay? Because you wake the master up, and truly you are the master of your body. You want to be very potential, you can be. You want to be very creative, you can. It's right in you, all in you. So awaken that self which has the connection with the universal self. And when you meditate, number one, good news, you look and feel 15 years younger than your age. Two, you balance your hormones. Proper growth of your cell depends upon your hormones. So your hormones will be very healthy, not hyper, not hypo. All the glands function well. For example, people are so heavy body weight. Maybe it is not due to their eating, maybe due to this. The gland here called the thyroid and parathyroid glands. So with yoga, you really keep them in balance, not hyper, not hypo. They're very balanced. And all the glands, the sexual organs, the excretory organs, everything will be very healthy. So with yoga, you get health and fitness, spiritually, mentally, physically, all together. Let me talk about yogic diet. In yoga, we don't really focus on this calorie kind of thing. I see people, those who follow so much calorie counting, many of them are psychologically sick. I tell you, they put the plate in front of them and start counting calories. This one is this, this is this, this is this, this. So what happens is, before they eat, they're already fat because they are not here. In yoga, it's beautiful, very simple. Go with you know better. You know what is good for you, you know what is not. And you have some things which you like, maybe something to eat. But truly yoga says, go. Don't resist, but understand, become aware. When you eat, become aware what this food is going to do for you. Okay? And you should love your food. Feel it. So, I recommend for those who want to reduce weight, very simple. Mornings, you start eating only fruits. Only fruits. Afternoon. So, if your mind craves, tell them, hey, wait. Afternoon, I'm going to eat. So afternoon, eat a good meal, whatever you like. Watch again. Whatever you like, you put there. And be aware when you're eating, what this is going to do for you. Everything, when it goes in, it has to become blood, energy. But after eating also, you need to watch. Because after eating, there are people who get dull. That means the food which you're eating is not actually good. So you shouldn't eat. Then in the evening, by 7, you finish eating. Don't eat anything after 7. If you're really hungry, then eat some fruits. Maybe grapes, which are good antioxidants. So this is the way. This is a yogic way of eating. Fruits and vegetables more. And the night, I'm telling you, please don't eat meat. Meat is very hard to digest. Okay, so night, actually, as I said, when the sun goes down, your body starts resting. But if you give so much food, it really affects you. You cannot sleep. One of the reasons for not able to sleep is that. And you see, late night, I think you have your own experience. Late night, you wait, you go to some dinners and you eat so much food in the late night, and then what happens when you go home? Number one, cannot sleep. Number two, acidity, gastric problem. Number three, morning you cannot go toilet. If morning you cannot go toilet, and if it goes for 3 days you don't go toilet, can you imagine? Can anybody talk to you? Impossible. Okay, see, these are all you have to be aware. You can do anything in yoga, there is nothing wrong, but just be aware. Just aware. That gives a realization. So this is it. Morning fruits or simple light oats. Afternoon, nice food, enjoy. Okay, but aware. After eating, again be aware. That gives the energy. Are you quick, swift, vibrant, active, creative? All this you need to watch after eating food. Then if you think it's making you dull, you want to go home, you got to close the shop, or you want to finish the work by 5 o'clock, if that means your energy is draining, the food is not good for you. Then by 7 o'clock, if you want to eat, finish of 7 o'clock. If you follow this, I tell you, you will see a drastic difference in your body. And I wish you a joyful and meaningful life, and I hope this has given you great awareness. Thank you so much for listening. Namaste.